by my side, till the day I die. Niggas ain't gon' fail, but if I did, tell the Dukes I tried. Yeah, niggas working overnight, like nigga, I ain't tired. Bruh, I can't hide that shit. So little nigga, I get
The strange disappearance of Nardo Wick, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Nardo Wick, somebody who had the game in a chokehold for a few months, but after his debut album, he disappeared, and that was years ago. But fans now, they starting to fiend for some of his music, and they want his music so bad, they doing petitions just begging him to drop music again. But what happened? Why did he leave rap? See, Nardo came into music a while ago. Back during 2021, he blew up, but the way he got in the position to blow up was interesting. A story when I seen with many artists. Growing up, he ain't have it too good. When he was young, his mama got locked up, and this wasn't no love sentence. She ain't go away for a month or two. His mama got sent to prison for 5 years over some fraud charges. So growing up for real, it was just him and his dad until she got out. And when she did, he went over there with her. And his life ain't getting no better. You gotta think about it.
The fraud charges be hitting niggas crazy.
She ain't had no money. She didn't have no stability in life. They was struggling, and Nardo was speaking on it. And with Nardo being in this situation with no money, of course he was gonna try to go out and get it. During high school, he played football a little bit, but he threw all that out the window because he was broke and was not trying to wait on no money to come. And sadly, he fell into a trap many young black kids fall into today, the street life.
Before you was rapping, you was playing football, right? I think you was playing football. Was it like high school?
Nah, I ain't play high school. I stopped when I was like 14 or 15.
Okay. Why you stop?
Cause I feel like it would take too long.
And I was too long.
That's like when I started doing other. When I got like 15, that's when I started doing like towards like street shit. So mine was just on some. I could, cause I was doing both. My mind was just on. I wasn't feeling it no more, and I already knew what I wanted to do. By that time, I knew I wanted to rap. Like by 14, I knew I wanted to rap. I feel like football was gonna take too long. But if you got that shit, that's how you do it. Or don't. You feel me?
And for a while, that man was stuck in the streets.
Also, niggas that really be rapping, bro. I be like, yo,
cause she knew what kind of pep that nigga was going down. Literally, she did 5 years in prison. But still, his mama crying in front of him, begging him not to do what he was doing. That ain't make him want to change. The only thing that changed how he felt about the streets was rap. Said himself that he knew the only way he was gonna succeed in rap if he stopped being in the streets.
I said what made me change when I felt like I wasn't gonna make it if I kept doing what I was doing. Yeah, that what made me change. I was like,
yeah,
you gotta see it for yourself.
Yeah.
And what's crazy is the street life itself almost ruined his music career. When this situation happened that I'm about to tell you about, it really happened at the worst time in his career. This was like his height. He had Who I Smoke, all these big songs. He was actually having a name in rap when all of this went down. And when it happened, the world thought bro was done for. They thought his career was over before it even got to start. August 19th, 2021, articles came out saying Nardo Wick was taken into custody by U.S. Marshals. And I mean, it was footage of this arrest and all.
I remember this, bro, but I forgot it was U.S. Marshals. I know he got arrested. Bruh, U.S. Marshals, bruh, they come to your house. U.S. Marshals come to nigga houses when they kill and they got a body on their head. They got a hat. Come on, bruh. Like, you really gotta be doing some crazy shit for the U.S. Marshals to come, bruh.
You see all these marshals with guns out pointed at Wick and all the people he was with. It looked like something crazy was going on. Them niggas had the K9s out. DH News wrote, Jacksonville rapper Nardo Wick was reportedly taken into custody by the U.S. Marshals on Wednesday, August 19th. In the footage, we see 19-year-old rap star and another man laying face down on the pavement as law enforcement surround them at gunpoint. According to Act, he was arrested on concealed weapon charges, but no other details was released. And after this, people didn't have a clue what was going on with Nardo Wick. They was probably thinking he was done for. This situation ended with him just getting a weapon charge that got dropped later on. After the marshals put him in cuffs, searched the car, they ended up finding his weapon. In the initial photo, Wick was sitting on the ground handcuffed as several officers were standing around him. It's been shared that Wick was detained by the U.S. Marshals, and while reports stated it was all due to a concealed weapon charge, exact details remain scarce. And like I said, at first people thought Nardo maybe was doing something. They might have thought he was back in the street life. But turns out that whole situation didn't have nothing to do with Nardo. It was all his brother.
It was told me I also woke up one day to the blogs and saw shit that you can speak on if you can't speak on this or if it's a misunderstanding. But they were like, Nardo Wick, U.S. Marshals, go.
They had picked my brother up for murder, but they was coming from him. But we was leaving the hotel.
Oh God, bro, that's why I'm telling you, bro. The Marshals don't come unless you got a hat, bro. The U.S. Marshals, you got a hat. You doing some crazy fraud shit, but you gotta be doing some insane shit for the U.S. Marshals to come, bro. Like, come on, bro. And they do that shit to everybody too. Like, if anybody, like, if you come to somebody's house, they come to your house, bro, to arrest you, bro. They arrested everybody in the house, bro. Like, everybody in the house getting in handcuffs. Even they're not gonna arrest them, they all getting handcuffed and they all getting outside just to see what's in the house. Cause they put all the they trying to get all the charges. It was shit in the house, bruh. And then they come in your house, they destroy your house and shit. Like, bro, that shit really. Bro, they come and destroy your house, bro. Those niggas really be wilding the fuck out, bro. They don't give a fuck, bro. They don't give a fuck, bro. They be wilding out, bro. I ain't gonna lie. They be wilding out. But I mean, and they, cause they really be trying to get everything. They be trying to find shit in the house to just put charges on you. They be trying to do the most, bro. They trying to make sure they got everything. Every charge they can put on you, they trying to make sure they got that shit, bro.
We getting in the car with our bag, and they was only for him, so they wasn't even supposed to me. And
right, but they ended up putting you in cuffs, putting you on the ground, all that
They
shit.
was only supposed to him. And then like, I had a bag, like a fat man, there was a gun in the bag, on my jury in the bag. And like when they came, I dropped it, and they seen the bag, and they locked everybody up. But that, all our charges got dropped besides the one who wanted for murder, because they weren't supposed to, for illegal search. They weren't supposed to.
But during this time, Nardo couldn't catch no break. It was like every few weeks he was in the news for something, and it was never good. The internet tried to cancel this nigga at one point, and I'm gonna say it was because he was being ignorant. This nigga came out, he did an interview. He was basically saying the reason he never got a job growing up because why would I work when I could just go robbing and make more money than I would be working a regular job?
Like if you don't want to do
bro, he not
gonna do it. Like I was just looking at it like.
But that's not good to say on the internet, cause like kids they gonna go with that shit. And look, I look at the kids nowadays, bro. They taking nigga cars, bro. Shit crazy, bro. These niggas are wild. These young niggas don't give a fuck, bro. That shit crazy. Niggas really be trolling, like young niggas with switches, bro. It's really young niggas out here with switches, bro. Niggas younger than me, niggas 14, more bodies than anybody I know. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, like this month, why would I go to work for a week? You feel me? Yeah, for real. For real. Like if I go do this to somebody and get $7,000, $5,000
in like 20 minutes.
Yeah, less than that. Go to work for 2 weeks.
$200 for a week.
2 weeks to make $500. Hell no.
But I'm talking about internet was having a field day with this man. He was getting so much backlash. The world was looking at him like he was just trying to promote this to the youth. They was feeling like you trying to promote robbing and stealing to these young niggas that's coming up. And the hate he got was so bad. He gave a statement on the situation. Nardo said, I'm not trying to influence nobody to go rob nobody. They asked a question about my past and I answered. That's what I was doing when I was 15, 16. A product of my environment. My mama had just come home from prison and it was a hard time for us. We ain't had nothing. I would never try to tell or convince a young black man or anyone period to crash out. I changed my life, started taking rap serious because I knew I wouldn't make it if I kept doing what I was doing. It ain't nothing wrong with working a job. Robbing ain't cool, and I ain't trying to make it seem cool. I was just speaking of my past. What I was doing was young and dumb, and I changed for the better and learned from my mistakes. And even after all of that, he did a sit-down interview with Act and was just speaking on the topic.
For the people who watching, like, you know, and I seen the interview. By the way, salute to the guys over a big faction.
Academics low-key came up. Like, this nigga really be coming up, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie. This nigga was getting, I remember that nigga used to get clowned by Joe Budden. This nigga Joe Budden really hate young niggas, bro. I swear to God, he hate all young niggas. Like, he see a young nigga, he hate that nigga, bro. I swear to God, bro. Nigga in the music industry, you young, he hate you, bro. But that's besides the point. This nigga getting clowned by Joe Budden, bro. Fucking, this nigga was, he still streamed too, but this nigga was like making YouTube videos and shit. I remember that shit. Nigga came up, this nigga a real interviewer. Interview fucking hella, bro.
I asked you about, like, you know, like maybe what jobs you had, and you were like, well, you know, I was kind of like robbing people. And people thought a few things. They said, well, it's not like he glorifying it, right? Because I think you're like, well, why do that if, you know what I mean, I could get the same shit?
And I'm saying how my mom was 16, 15, you feel me?
Yeah, so, but, and that was your mindset then. You're sleeping on the ground, you don't really know much, you're trying to help your family. Your mother is in a situation where she can't really provide like she used to provide, and you got to deal with all this, right? So all of that's happening, right? When do you kind of figure out, like, man, this probably ain't gonna be the way?
I ain't never really, like, when I started rapping, like, seriously. Like, cause I made my first song at 17, but even then, it's still like little shit. I think even besides doing that, you feel me?
It's that little shitty, I think.
Like time passed, you get into other type of shit. So you feel me? So other type of shit be going on. So I started rapping. Boom.
How y'all feel about that though? Do y'all feel like he was just speaking on his past, or was he kind of glorifying him robbing? And even though he said he wasn't promoting robbing to the youth, That man did have
probably
an
was
effect on the
promoting.
youth. Back in November 2021, news
I don't
was
know if he
breaking
was
that over
glorifying
50
it, but-
students got suspended for doing this Nardo Wick TikTok challenge. Complex wrote over 50 students
whole
were
time,
suspended
that really
in
wasn't his
Clarksville,
fault.
Tennessee over the Nardo Wick challenge, when people would act like they was
'Cause he
holding
can
a
start
gun
that shit.
to the camera. Far Chicago wrote that multiple times this challenge resulted in suspensions. They wrote the video showed teachers simulating gun violence by holding their phones and mimicking the use of weapons. From what we understand, they were told they were going to be in a video kind of promoting school spirit. They had no clue that they would be made to look like they was holding guns. They had no clue that their phone was going to be used like that. They said the video was heavily edited to make it look a specific way.
Hey, nah. Imagine your teacher. Nah, imagine you do that video, bro. Next day you come to school. You chilling, bro. You get called to the office. Then niggas say, yeah, you about to get suspended because you made your teacher look like they're promoting gun violence in this video, this TikTok you made for our school, for School of Spirit Week. You sitting there looking dumbfounded. You got the teacher, got the phone to the camera and another Wick song in the back. Hey, nah, bro.
So completely misled by the student at the school.
No,
We was
bruh.
extremely disappointed when we saw the first video. And even though this situation didn't directly have anything to do with Nardo, his name was involved with it. This had something to do with his music. This just drug his
Crazy
name
part
into
is,
even more negative.
It was
Perhaps
hella other niggas on that song. It was so many other niggas on that song. I don't even think Nardo Wick had the best verse on that song, bruh. That's the crazy part. I don't even think he had the best verse on that song, bruh. Like,
wasn't even the end of the
but I know there's one
situation.
girl. Side note. I know there's one girl that can't listen to that song, bruh. I ain't gonna put her business out there, but she basically lost her virginity to that song, and she hate that song now, bruh. Cause the way she lost her virginity to it, I'm like, bruh, that song pretty good. I don't know. I used to listen to that song a lot too. Not a lot. But I used to listen to that song like you would hear me like if I'm playing music, that song might come on, bruh. And she used to hate that shit, bro. I'd be on FaceTime, bro, listen to music, bro. She used to hate that shit so much, bro. I promise you, bro. She used to get pissed, bro. I'm like, damn, bro. You really hate this shit, huh, bro? You really hate this shit. Feel bad, bro. Couldn't be me. Couldn't be me.
It get worse, and people was mad as hell about this one situation. After the students got suspended, the police department ended up coming to the school, and they said something that ain't sit right with a lot of people. Police department said, because if I would have seen you on the streets pointing an object that looked like
What?
a gun, I don't got time to sit and think if it's a gun or not. I'm just gonna shoot, and I won't get charged for it. Now look, I get that you trying to stop them.
Hey, no, what officer said this, bro? What officer said this, bro? Hey, we need to find that nigga. He's wilding, bro. He's out of his fucking mind, bro. Come on, bro. We need to find that nigga right now, bro.
Kids from doing the challenge, but why would you say this to a group of high schoolers? You definitely could have worded it better if you wanted to, but this had people mad, and someone from the area said this: Mama and I need a badge number. Clarksville Police Department on the line, please. How an officer gonna threaten high schoolers over a TikTok? My sister ain't no threat to society, neither is none of them other kids. Now I know the secret agenda officers have here in Clarksville. And I don't like what that officer said. I mean, be honest, nigga. You can tell if somebody holding the phone or not off a glance. I'm not finna really dig into this topic. This is not the right video for that. But on a positive note, at the end of 2021, Nardo did do something big. He dropped his debut album. People enjoyed it. It sold about 30K, did decent for a first project, and had some big songs on it. Project was looking good for bro. Then 2022, he came out, dropped the deluxe, basically a whole nother album with 13 more songs. And it's also
13 more
good.
songs kind of crazy.
But this is where his musical story slowed down. Yeah, he might have all these big songs, all these big features, but this album will be the last full body of work we got from him. Nigga, we's in 2024 now. We ain't got a Nardo Wick tape since 2022. So to really put it in
2 years?
perspective so you can understand,
Bro, I
this
really crazy, bro, because it feel like 2020 was not that long ago. That shit was 4 years ago, bro. And I think back, I be like, bro, 2018, that shit don't seem that long ago. That shit was, bro. That shit was 6 years ago, bro. Like, this shit really crazy. This shit really insane, bro. This shit really insane. Like, I don't know, bro. I don't think time be moving fast, but time really be moving fast, bro. Like, damn, bro. Next I know, I'm about to be old as fuck. I'm gonna be an old ass man. I'll be mad as fuck when I'm old, bro. Cause I know niggas gonna be calling me old. And I know I'm gonna be old, bro. Cause I'm too, bro. I'm too true to myself. I'm gonna be like, bro, I am old as shit, bro. Like, damn, bro. I'm gonna be mad as shit.
man barely had a career for real. He only got one album out, not including a deluxe, that didn't even sell 30,000 copies first week. So for you without a stable career to up and disappear is crazy. And I know how I spoke on how I don't like the whole mysterious act on the previous vid, but Cardi, for example, him not dropping music for 4 years is only working for him because he built the fan base. He built the foundation and built this cult-like fan base around him. So him stepping away from music is a big deal, but it's not gonna affect them sales. I promise you, if Cardi come out and drop a project today, he's selling over 120,000 copies first week. But something telling me,
oh God, he is. That's the crazy part. It's like this nigga need a fucking drop, bro. Like this nigga's walling the fuck out. This nigga walling the fuck out, bro. Nigga said 2024 music, bro. That was the first half of 2024. That shit stopped immediately, bro. That shit stopped after like 2 months for real, bro. Maybe 3, maybe 4, bro. I'm pretty sure it was like around 2, bro. 2.5 probably. Like this nigga really, he said we dropping new music all 2024, bro. This nigga really stopped, bro. This nigga really bamboozled us, bro. I swear to God, bro. This nigga, this nigga's crazy, bro. This nigga's crazy, bro. I swear to God.
Nardo Wick finna fall into the same trap Polo G did. And I gotta give a little backstory on this. If you don't know, this man Polo G dropped the album in 2021. It did great. Had the deluxe doing good. Everything was looking so good for Polo. It was looking like this man had the perfect career. Like maybe he was the next rap superstar. Until he wasn't. After this album, he wouldn't announce his next project until 2 years later in 2023. He had a whole press run for this album, announced the date, track list, all that. But some legal problems came up and he delayed the album. You know, you might be thinking, oh, it's just a little delay. No, he ain't delayed a month or two. He delayed this album an entire year. The man announced the album in August 2023. He turns around and delayed it until August 2024. So he went 3 full years with no album. I can't even imagine how his fans were feeling. But about a week ago, he comes out and dropped this long-awaited album. And it sold 24,000 first week. And you gotta remember what I said. This a man that had the potential to be 1,000 first week ago. Years with no album. I can't even imagine how his fans were feeling. But about a week ago,
I remember that, bro. I ain't gonna count. I remember that because I definitely did not listen to that album, bro. Nigga said there was some good shit on there too. I definitely did not listen to that album, bro. That shit was crazy. Damn. RP Polo G, bro. RP that nigga.
Comes out, dropped this long-awaited album, and it sold 24,000 first week. And you gotta remember what I said. This a man that had the potential to be rap's next superstar. If you go take a look at his last 2 albums, it's bad. His 2020 album sold 97,000 copies first week, and his 2021 album sold 146,000 copies first week. And not even that. This album had a #1 hit song on there. And I know sales ain't everything, but they normally speak on how interested people are in his artist. And for Nardo Wick to pull this where he don't drop music for years, something telling me his next project is about to do horrible. Unless this man come out with a big hit song, this project he about to drop is not gonna do too well. But I guess time will tell.
He gotta do it, but he gotta drop a banger single before that shit drop, bro. That's what he gotta do. He gotta drop a banger single. That shit gotta be a TikTok banger or some shit. I don't know what he gotta do, but that shit he gotta drop a #1 single before the project drop. Just so when the project drop, nigga be like, I'll listen to this project. And that shit hard. That shit hard. If it's not, it's not, bro. That's what it's gonna be. But he need to drop a #1 single before he drop that project, on God.
Period of Nardo not dropping any projects, any music, don't mean he wasn't in the news. One of the biggest stories in hip-hop last year had something to do with Nardo Wick. And in reality, this could have ruined his career, maybe even his life. So back late last year, about November, Nardo Wick was out and a fan happened to see him, and the fan just wanted a picture. So he walked up to Nardo, he like, hey, can I get a pic? And before Nardo could even respond, one of his quote-unquote security guards just stole off on dude. He get hit, he knock out, hit the wall. Then the other security guard come and start punching on him while he already knocked out. And boy, when I say the internet was on fire, I'm not over-exaggerating. Every single person you could have thought of was mad at Nardo Wick. Even though in the video you do see him kind of try to help Buddy while he was knocked out, at the end of the day, them was his people that hurt this dude who ain't do nothing wrong, but just want to pick. And after it went down, he got sent straight to the hospital, and it was bad. Kid who got knocked out, relatives was online just speaking on the situation. His mama got on Facebook and said, I want everybody to see what they did to my son. At no point was my son aggressive. Ain't no point did he show any sign of harm. My son just wanted a picture with his favorite artist, and that's what he got. I'm sick to my stomach to think about how this could have turned out. Please help me share this, please. As a mother, I'm begging you to just help me get justice for my son. Anyone who know him, know he the sweetest kid ever.
She dropped this nigga. She's walling the fuck out. She dropped this nigga government. Hey, no, bro. Put the junior and everything, bro. She did not want nobody to misunderstood that. I mean,
no alcohol, none of that. And look, I get that Nardo a rapper and people might be out to get him, but you cannot be doing that. If y'all was that afraid of somebody just walking up to you to get a picture, you gotta move different. You gotta move so that people cannot openly walk up to you and find out where you at, cause this was crazy. And the internet was justifiably snapping on him. The dude who got knocked out relatives was even doing interviews speaking on how this situation affected him.
Interviews
You were there that night, Sunday night after the show. Had you both been inside? Did you go?
Yeah, so we actually both were VIP. We both had VIP tickets to go into the show. And if you see me with the V shirt on,
Imagine
right?
your brother getting knocked out, right? Cooked, slapped on the ground. Niggas start pushing him and all that, right? And then and then you go online with your girl or your sister, whoever that is next to him, and start telling everybody what happened. I mean, I don't know why I'm making that sound like a bad thing, but it's just like, yo, you really cooking your shit. They really talk about how I got knocked out, bro. Like, damn.
Right there.
Okay.
And I was just a few feet behind him when this happened. They were exiting the club, and we were walking. You could see I was walking towards Nardo too. We weren't. It's not like we were running or anything. George was just walking towards Nardo with his phone up, and the guys that were around him, they didn't hit him at first. They just kind of looked at him, and he was like, "Hey, can I get a picture?" And then out of nowhere, the guy hit him from the side and just knocked him out. And then the other guy continuously hit him while he was knocked out.
You know, the thing is, I don't think these was actually security guards. I'm pretty sure these was just some of his homeboys that he had around as quote unquote security guards. Cause I feel like if there was actual security, they wouldn't have did that man like that. But past all that, what did Nardo have to say? I mean, this is a situation.
I think he said that was his homeboy, though.
Said, I don't condone what happened to my fan George after my show in any type of way. I expressed to him and his mama how sorry and concerned I was that it happened to him multiple times before there was ever anything on the internet. I sent his mama my number that night it happened. I was even gonna make a post about it to try to find out who he was before his mama could text me. I can't control another grown man action. I ain't even know that was gonna happen, and I was mad when it happened. I tried to stop it in the video, as you can see, and if somebody got the longer video, you can see how mad I was. I love and appreciate all my fans and don't condone what happened. That ain't gangster, it ain't cool in no type of way. And just a few days after all that went down, Nardo security guards turned themselves in. One of them was a man named Zachary, and the other was a 15-year-old boy.
I think the
both of them
15-year-old
got charged with felony battery. But not only did that 15-year-old got charged with that, he got charged with being a minor in possession of a firearm while wearing a mask. And what's crazy is this situation ain't turned out good for Zach. Just a couple months ago, his court.
This nigga not like they see the gun in the video, or they like how did they reported that he had a gun on him too? How does nigga get charged with that, bro? Like he turned himself in, so how you get charged with that?
That came up after he got bond.
Turn yourself into kind of crazy though.
So they forfeited his bond. And that's for Nardo Wick. He ain't really been in the news since then. He done dropped some songs, did some features, but that's it for him musically wise. But just because Nardo was out the way, don't mean his family members was. Nardo brother Hayward Biggins got into something deep back in March 2024.
Yeah, 29-year-old Hayward Biggins has been identified as the man caught on camera shooting into a home while there were people inside. Now he is facing 2 felony charges, one for burglary and one for shooting inside an occupied dwelling, and this was all caught on camera.
And all that was on camera. I can't show it, but I can describe it. He walks up to the door, he tries to open it, sees his lock. He turns around,
this nigga's wild. This nigga's wild, bro. He seen the camera. This look like a Ring camera. He seen the camera. Like, there's no way this camera was hidden to the point where he thought, oh, I'm gonna do this anyway. There's no way. There's no way, bro.
Door, steal nothing. And for whatever reason, he pulled his gun out and just shoot at the door. And they said after it happened, he was found lying in the road near a garbage can. Reports said he appeared to be disoriented and under the influence of an unknown substance. And when they tried to arrest bro, it ain't go smooth. He was kicking, throwing himself around. Bro was tripping bad. And what's even stranger and makes the situation worse is that he moved into that next door house one day before. So you really gotta understand the situation and what he did to these people. These people have been staying at this house for months, never had no problem. They loved the house, they was proud of what they got. And this nigga comes out of nowhere and just shoots into their house. It traumatized them so bad, they couldn't even stay in their house no more. After the situation, they stayed in hotels for weeks. But 12 did some digging in the Nardo brother, and they found out that back in his past, he was on Addies and perk, and even had bad withdrawals at one point. But not only that, they said that he also might be bipolar, but ain't have no prescribed medication for it. And I did look for some info about the case, but I don't know if anything has went down in the courts about it yet, because this was recent. This was just a couple months ago. I don't know, bro. This is a crazy situation, and I hope that them people okay. But what about Nardo in his career? Like I said at the very start of the vid, it's been a petition image going around the people begging Nardo Wick to drop more music. Because like y'all learned, he has been gone for a while now. How will it do? I don't know, if I'm gonna be honest. Unless he come out with a hit song, he gonna end up in the same boat as Polo G, but worse. Cause crazy features not gonna save your project. That Polo G album I spoke on earlier had a Future feature, Lil Durk, Glorilla, one of the hottest female artists out right now. She got a big song every other week, if you're being honest, and that didn't even save him. So what do y'all think is gonna happen with Nardo Wick? Maybe I could be wrong. This nigga got a hit in the vault. As soon as that album get ready to come out, he dropped the hit. Whole world paying attention to him again. Guess we gotta find out. I hope Nardo just stay out the way and drop good music, unlike what's happening with Kanye West. This man just dropped the worst album of his career the other week, and it's a dark reason behind it. Ye been facing real bad addictions, and if you really want to know what's causing him to go down this dark path, click on the vid on screen.
I haven't listened to nobody albums, bro. Like, come on, bro. I ain't listen to niggas in the culture album. I ain't gonna lie. I haven't listened to no mainstream albums in a minute, bro. Like, it been a good ass minute, bro. For real, for real.